Hello students, hope you are doing well. So we move to the next question. So the next question point out here with the same directions for question. So there is a passage below accompanied by a set of questions. Choose the best answer to each question. So as far as we have understood from the passage that the idea indicates from the passage serve as an informative and historical account of the concept of the demiurge and its evolution in philosophical thought, without a clear argument or a formal conclusion. On the basis of this text, we also draw the text concludes with the idea called as the passage does not have a formal conclusion, though it ends with a statement about the conflict between what? Conflict between, that is called as lambi lamblisha, or you can say that hmm, you can say that it would be known as a Yambli Church, right? Um, and his teacher, whose name is called as Porphyry, 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 right? Which is one of the consequences of changes in the role of the demiurge within Neoplatonism. Well, uh, if you look into the argument of the text, so we also find out not any specific argument in the sense of making a persuasive case or taking a stance on a particular issue. Instead, it presents what? It presents information and historical developments related to the demiurge and Neoplatonism. Okay, so if I talk about the main idea of the passage, the main idea of the passage is to provide an overview. So what it does, it provides an an overview of the concept of the demiurge as presented in Plato's Timaeus and its evolution in Neoplatonism. It discusses also, you can say that the benevolent nature of the demiurge, its role in creating the world, and the subsequent development of this concept in Neoplatonic philosophy. Isn't it? Now, let's move to the question. What does it ask about it? So it asks the primary purpose of the passage is to what? What is the primary purpose of the text? So if I look into it, so what is the primary purpose of the passage is to let's analyze each of the question options, and after analyzing each of the option, we will go for the appropriate answer to this question. Fine. So, what are the options it points? The first option said, provide two viewpoints, old and new, on a particular concept. Right. Next, option two stated, provide an argument and a counter argument to the same. Then the third, it is stated, it states a theory and the possible future implication of the theory. Then the fourth one, provide information about the works of Plato. Now, if I look into the first option, so what does the first option point out? So, what is the primary purpose of the passage is to means that we can see in each of the options. So, the first option said provide two viewpoints. It is stated as a old and new, isn't it, on a particular concept. So the passage actually primarily provides information about the concept concept of the demiurge, isn't it? Concept of the demiurge, demiurge, right? So and presents Platonist. Then after it presents also Platonist, Platonist, then and the Neoplatonist views, Neoplatonist, Platonist views, isn't it? Neoplatonist views. It discusses the older Platonist view and the newer Neoplatonist view, fulfilling that option one, right? So if I look into this option one, this makes a kind of a sense because the primary purpose of the passage is to what? Provide two viewpoints, old and new, on a particular concept. So the concept you can find out in a demiurge, Platonist, and Neoplatonist. So hence you can say option 1 is the most appropriate to the answer to the question, the primary purpose of the passage. Look at the other option 2, provide an argument and a counter argument to the same. Now, if I look into the other options are incorrect as the passage does not provide any means argument and counter argument, right? So in that case, option 2 is eliminated, right? Option 3 stated a theory and its a future implication, theory and future implication, or provide information about the works of Plato exclusively. Option 4, isn't it? It is stated, no, provide information about the works of Plato. So in that case, if you see, means these options like 1, 3, 4 are not means considered as the primary purpose of the passage. Yet, if we look into it, they somehow relevant to the text. But option 1 is the most appropriate because it tries to give the idea at the beginning of the concept of the demiurge, then Platonist, then Neoplatonist views. Right? Neoplatonist means new views. So old Platonist means demiurge and Platonist views, isn't it? So hence answer option would be 1. That's all. Thank you.